Let's see how fast ancient Egypt would break you. Number 7. Disease. Think ancient Egypt was all gold and pyramids? Try parasites, lice, and fleas living rent-free on your body. Bread was so gritty with sand that everyone's teeth wore down to painful nubs. Dental disease was basically a birthright. Add constant eye infections from blinding sun and sandstorms, and half the population squinted through life. Medicine didn't help much either. The cure for stomach issues? Crocodile dung mixed with prayers. Spoiler, only one of those worked, and it wasn't the dung. Number 6. Childhood. In ancient Egypt, you were on the clock by age 5. Kids hauled water, farmed fields, and fished the Nile, while elite children learned to write on expensive papyrus. Playtime? Mud dolls and wooden toys, until a scorpion crawled over them, and survival was no guarantee. About 1 in 3 kids never made it to adulthood. Childhood wasn't magical. It was short, sandy, and exhausting. Number 5. Harsh environment. Living in ancient Egypt meant battling the elements every single day. Temperatures soared past 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Dust storms blasted your skin raw, and the Nile's yearly floods could wipe out your home overnight. Even the water betrayed you. Parasites in the river caused a disease that left people weak and swollen. Shade was a luxury. Sunstroke was common, and survival meant constantly negotiating with a desert that wanted you gone. Number 4. Labor. Forget the Hollywood myth. Pyramids weren't built by slaves, but the free workers didn't exactly have it easy. Crews lived in cramped villages, fueled by rations of bread, beer, and onions. Their tools? Basic copper chisels and wooden sledges that shattered bones and shredded hands. Injuries were constant, rest was rare, and many workers ended up buried right beside the monuments they built, not as honor, but because they died on the job. Number 3. War. Ancient Egyptian battles weren't grand strategy. They were brutal brawls with bronze swords and axes. Armor? Forget it. A few linen wraps, wooden shields, and maybe a chariot if you were lucky. Most soldiers fought nearly bare-skinned against Nubians, Hittites, or the dreaded Sea Peoples. Captured alive? Congratulations, you're either enslaved or executed. War in ancient Egypt wasn't glorious. It was survival by stabbing first. Number 2. Medicine. Ancient Egyptian healthcare was equal parts genius and nightmare fuel. Sure, they understood broken bones, but their cures included crocodile dung, moldy bread, and chanting magic spells over the wound. Surgery? Done with bronze knives and absolutely zero anesthetic. You didn't pass out because they knocked you out. You passed out because the pain was too much. Somehow, surviving the treatment was often harder than surviving the disease. Number 1. Cultural taboos. Ancient Egypt had unwritten rules that could end your life fast. Accidentally insult a god or the pharaoh. Execution or mutilation. Wear the wrong color of clothing? People might think you're a slave or an enemy. And eating sacred animals, like cats or ibises, was basically unforgivable. In a world where religion and law were the same thing, breaking a taboo didn't just risk punishment in this life, it cursed you for the afterlife too. Surviving ancient Egypt meant bugs in your bread, sun in your eyes, and death lurking around every corner. Which part would have broken you first? Drop it in the comments, and if you're still curious, there's plenty more misery waiting in the next video.